has been through, quite a number of big companies have been, one, downsizing, two, reinventing their business models. In the wake of post-COVID, the current economic times, the depreciation of the Kenya shilling, and how we saw it behave against the dollar, do you think it inspires confidence in the Kenyan population to still venture into MSMEs?
Yeah, so it's very true. We faced very challenging times, and not just Kenya alone. This has been global challenge. It's been all over the world, especially when COVID hit. In fact, it hit other parts of this world heavier than it even hit us. But since then, every government has been, and every economy has been on recovery path. And as we've been recovering, there have been other initiatives, for example, to support our MSMEs. We've had initiatives to support recovery, for example, through credit guarantee scheme. I know for sure in Kenya, we've had initiative supported through EU and supporting our financial institution to advance some credit to our MSMEs, especially the medium enterprises level, to recover from the shocks. I know for us as a government, we have a very robust credit guarantee scheme of about, right now it's grown up to about 6 billion. That also was launched around the same time of COVID as a recovery measure. But above everything all, we have also as a government, because you see when it comes to a business, you first of all need to be so sure about sustainable, or rather access to sustainable market. So then what have we been doing in that space? Yes. We've had engagement, of course, with the global market. We early this year, we were able to conclude an economic partnership between us and the European Union, expanding the market for MSMEs, especially those who are doing manufacturing and especially for export. And to me, I think that in itself is a part of the recovery measure, because part of the recovery measure also, we have to create more linkages to for our MSME to access the market. And on the financing bit, I know the challenges have been there, but what are we doing also in the space of MSME? We've been able to introduce, especially when we came in as a government, a financial inclusion intervention through the Hustler Fund. And many people look at the Hustler Fund, and the logic behind Hustler Fund, probably which some people do not understand, is that this is also part of recovery. Because if we are rehabilitating majority of Kenyans, we found almost 8 million Kenya who had gone, who had sunk into CRBs. And you see, once you sunk into CRBs means that you've been blocked, from participating effectively in the economy. So what did we need to do as a government? And we had to find a way of helping these Kenyans, who most of them actually were running their own small businesses, recover from those shocks, repair their credit. So that's how then we came up with this fund, the Hustler Fund. And we agreed, we had a conversation with the private sector, the financial institution, and all other players in the economy, that there is a way through which we can all come together and partner and give a second life to majority of these Kenyans. And we're talking about Kenyans who are aged 18 years and above, who are in their productive, age, productive timelines. And you see, if you lock them out of the economy, the threat in the market, or rather the failure in the market, will be like, even for the financial market, financial institution, their customer base was also bound to decrease. So if we encourage that to happen like each and every year, without any strategy to supporting them to come out of, to come out of that hole, what will happen then is that even the private sector will wake up one day and they find they have no customer to work with. So it was to benefit all of us in the market. So for us to correct that market failure, so we introduced the Hustler Fund to deepen financial inclusion. I know we started off with the lower limits. The max was about 3,000. So far, it has actually increased. And today, as we speak, following, the increase during a first anniversary.
Yes.